Hello everyone and Trisha, it's me Jenny. It's time for a not naked video response to Trisha Hershberger series The Naked Army. Make naked truth. Can you tell I'm nervous? This is so strange. This is my first naked truth since I think the one I'm responding to is from May and it's now late August, and I am completely out of my normal comfort zone, which I suppose is appropriate because that's what the naked truth is for. It's to put you into an uncomfortable position. I feel like it's kind of the classic scenario which I've been having a lot lately with everything, which is why I'm damn well filming this video, even though my hair is pretty much dry at this point. I've still got some wet bits in the back. I am trying to reconnect with all my friendship groups that I've neglected during the summer because I have been a crazy bonkers working recluse, and I'm trying desperately to be like, I'm going to be productive in life and I'm going to reconnect with people because people are good, and one of those people is Trisha, who I do consider an internet friend and I have neglected, and the Naked Army, who I do consider internet friends, who I've also neglected. So I'm dang well filming this video even though it's on my phone and I'll probably run out of space. I'm trying to respond to the Naked Truth Q&A from May, which was a 54-minute long video, and I'm going to try and respond to it before my phone runs out of space. So, motor mouthing, here we go. Why do we do Naked Truths? To make you feel uncomfortable, because it's a useful thing for the vlogger, unlike Trisha, where she's, for me personally, she's trying to do it so that a lot of her work is very polished and you feel very overproduced. I am not very produced. I'm just, Naked Truth works naturally for me because it's always been my vlogging style. My vlogging style has always been turn on the camera, talk as fast as possible before your camera runs out of space or runs out of battery. I don't wear makeup, I don't really dress up. Day to day, this is what I look like. This is what you get. Obviously, normally I'd be wearing a bra, and probably with slightly less filters, but there we go. DC versus Marvel. I'm more of a Marvel person, but I prefer, like, good stories are good stories. I just find generally Marvel characters are written to be more empathetic, but that doesn't mean there aren't empathetic DC characters. I just sometimes find it hard to relate to Batman or Superman versus a lot of the other Marvel characters. Game of Thrones finale. I've talked about it on my Game of Thrones Naked Truth, I believe, and my I don't know if I posted that, I'll have to look it up, and my Game of Thrones podcast, which I did with Project Chroniclers, which is really fun. My general conclusion to the Game of Thrones finale-ish is basically they could have gotten away with a lot of the plot lines that they did had they given it time to breathe and given it the impression that they cared. But as they kind of didn't do those things, it felt a little bit half-assed, it felt hollow, and it felt, yeah, as a unconventionally not good, and I felt a bit of a letdown. My notes for this are so illegible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Favorite video game. My favorite video game is, sadly enough, Harry Potter 1, the video game. It is not a great game by any stretch of the imagination, but it is the game that I played the most as a teenager. It is the game that I've completed most. It is the game that I have speedrunned and have done 100% on. When you 100% it, it takes about 4 hours. If you speedrun it, it can take about an hour and 45. It is a very short game, but I am of the Harry Potter generation. I am English. I grew up as the books were coming out. I watched the films as they came out. I have cried through several of the books, and I played those particularly the first one, but the second one as well, and the third one. I've never played the fourth one, and I'm really, really sad that my CD-ROMs do not work on my laptop. It does not work on my laptop anymore, and it's devastating to me because I love those games, and I cannot find any version of it that's on the internet or downloadable or rippable or on Good Old Games or anything, and I'm really sad about it because it's so good. Anyway, Comic Cons versus E3s or whatever. I have not been to so many conventions. Like, the only big convention I've ever been to was VidCon 2014, where I met Trisha and I met the SourceFed guys, and it was really fun, and I hung out with all of the old movie club peoples, and it was a really good time. But other than that, the only convention I've done are a teeny tiny little one called Alcon. I was going to say Alcohol Con, which is what my friends called it. Which was like, it's a little Leicester-based anime convention, which was really sweet. It was based out of university. There was activities, you could learn embroidery, and you can, like, learn about history of Japanese culture and learn about anime and talk to voice actors. It was a really fun little convention. Unfortunately, that friend group has stopped going to that convention, and also I'm trying to reconnect with that friendship group because I've neglected them as well. I am a terrible human at the moment. So I miss doing that. I haven't done that in years, and I did it like 4 years in a row, and it was great. VidCon, I went to Oxford City Comic Con last summer. Yeah, it was just after I cut off all my hair, which is finally starting to look longish again. Yeah, so I did that, and it was fun. It was okay. It was very, very small. It was mostly just vending, and then one room with talks, which then they were okay talks, but I wasn't that impressed. But I want to do more conventions. I want to leave Oxford more. Valley folk. Valley folks are Sourcefed folks. So they're part of my life, although, again, I've fallen out of a little bit. Kind of in the same way that Trisha kind of feels like my funny friends are really funny, and I'm not a funny person, and I can sit back and I can enjoy them being funny and loopy. But I'm more unintentionally funny if ever I am. I do not see myself as an entertaining person. So if ever I do occasionally break out something that is mildly interesting or funny, I'm like, yay, funny! I'm not, like, naturally gifted for funniness, and so I view the Valley folks, but I'm not, like, super duper into them. Naked Army question mark? I don't know what I said that. I don't know what the question was. Saying hi to celebrities on the street. I very rarely meet celebrities. I don't really know how to react to them. When it comes to source-fed people or internet people, if I have hiccups, mother fudger. If it comes to meeting internet people and I'm expecting to meet them, like at VidCon, like you take a deep breath and you do it. Like when you're backstage doing a dance performance, you just take a deep breath and you do it, and it's fine. And especially with internet folks, because mostly they're just so nice. And Trisha was so lovely, and reconnecting with people, it's hard. Acting question mark? I have not done acting in years. I don't do acting. I don't know what. I used to do dance. I miss doing dance. And I should do more dance. And I should take some dance classes, and all that jazz. Star Wars Episode 9. I'm excited. We'll see. Star Wars is kind of like a comfort blanket. I haven't hated or loved any of them recently. But every time I kind of go and watch one, I slip into that like, oh, Star Wars. I know this world. D&D and RPGs. I'm so lucky. I have in my local town, I have a huge D&D group that has blossomed since Critical Role came out. When I first started, there was about 15 of us, and now there is over 70 of us, and we rent out an entire village hall, like a community centre, once a week for 4 hours, and we have like 3 big rooms. And what happens is we have a voting system, so DMs will pitch a story and then you vote to be in their game, and that game then lasts for a block, which is like 3 to 4 months, and then you can pitch if you want to make the campaign longer or shorter. And I'm currently DMing because there's always a DM drought. There is always a DM drought. I've never actually DM'd just for fun. I've always DM'd because there's been a DM drought. But I'm currently DMing and it's going really well. And yeah, I've been doing that for 4 years, give or take. Blimey. And it's really fun, and it's super organised. I don't know how. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to Gavin, our chairman, because I don't know how he does it. He manages to organise this thing and make it work, and it's a lifesaver. If it wasn't for D&D, I don't know how I would have got through to the last couple of years. Where am I from? I'm from Oxford. I'm currently living about 2 miles away from the village I grew up in, apart from when I went to uni. So I'm Oxfordshire born and raised, although my parents are from down south. They're Devon Dorset folk. Accents, I have to do a lot of accents for D&D, and I've done them in previous videos. I can kind of do a soft Scottish accent for a very short time before it wanders. Basically all my accents kind of wander a little bit, so when I do D&D I'm like, it's a fantasy accent. It is not really Scottish, because I can't maintain a Scottish accent for more than a few seconds. I like loads of accents. There's a lot of Europeans that I work with. Excited for TV coming out? I don't know. I don't watch that much TV. I tend to TV that's actually good I get too invested in and it stresses me out. TV that's bad, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch NCIS LA. It's terrible, and there's a lot of things that are truly problematic, but I'll watch it anyway. I'm gonna run out of space, so if the phone's cut out, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna upload this as it is. Glasses, I don't have to wear glasses, but both my parents have to wear glasses, and now my sister has to wear glasses, so I have no doubt that at some point in the future I will have to wear glasses. I'm not looking forward to it because I have a really narrow face, so glasses kind of look like this on me. Like, they make me look like so like Elton John. What else? There was lots of other things on the list that I can't read, so I'm going to call that a day. Naked Truth done. I've got through it. I am less stressed now. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment. Back doing naked truths, baby.